All right. I guess. Hello. Hi. New set. What do you think? Oh, wow. How do you like it? Let me stop this. How do you like? YouTube counter, subscriber counter, flaming head. Should I do a zoom in and do a full camera? No, the full camera, no, we can't. But yeah, do. See if I can pick it up. Whoa. Yeah. Take this. You might wonder, asking, how do you have this? Well, it's a long story, but so I actually clicked the record button because I was in a trade and it ended so fast that let me put this back 1 second. Yo, okay. Okay. Is there stuff here? The camera should be filtered to be medial like this. Okay, well, this loses the okay, I'll have to work on it. All right. So what you see up there is an 87-point trade. Unfortunately, I didn't take, well, I did take I didn't make 600 euro profit on just with this 30 because I went in with 1 micro here, and then I arrived at the charts a little bit frazzled, and I just closed it and called it a day. So I'm up 600 in the AM session. I had few wins and losses, so 2 losses, 1 win in the London, 1 because I got stopped by 1 point and then it ran. So let's see what happened. Okay. So I have something to show you about. Yeah, so I missed the open. So I missed this flew in front of me. I was very upset. Let me show you. So I didn't get this one. I was waiting and I said, okay, let me leave and come back in a little bit. Okay, a little bit confusing. Let's go back, and I want to show you. So this morning, when I reached the charts, I drew some levels. That's where I want to start. So this. Let me close everything. Okay. So this morning, I reached the charts, and stuff is beeping now. Sorry. Okay. This morning, I opened the charts at around, say, 1:30 a.m. as I do, with the plan not to take anything until at least 2, and then I ended up taking a long here. Is it there, the drone? Yeah. So I did take this long, so I got stopped by, well, this is on the 5 minutes, but I was reading the order flow. Let me close this out, do it properly. I don't want to confuse you. Okay, so I arrived at the charts this morning, and the first thing I did was mark up the market structure, right? So I had the previous high, previous low, and I had marked this. So I'd marked the area responsible for breaking this level. So let me do it like this. I know you like it. So broke market structure. This is the last area up move before breaking here and here, so it's irrelevant. And then I marked here we broke to the upside. I marked this area responsible for this up move, right? So I marked it. And then I thought, okay, during the course of London, let's see what happens. And I managed to catch this, basically, I thought, I took a loss because I thought we would go short here, right? So I took a loss, I went short here, and then realized that actually this was why is this marked? This I didn't take. This was the double tap at this origin, and I was tracking it. I didn't take this one, and so in the origin, I have a rule that says we don't do breakouts. We don't do this anymore, and I still took it, and instead was the long. So it could have been a crazy long like this. And but then I realized once we were here and it was 3 a.m. well, this was 3:30, and I realized here we would actually go back up. So I did take a very nice long, and there was a order flow hint here. I can go and show you. I'm sorry if I'm confusing. I click record. I just wanted to show you my new recording setup. The background is insane. I was proud of it. And yeah, so this is what I had marked for everybody to see. See, I thought, hey, okay, there is a flip here. I went to see into lower time frame, and actually you could see the market structure changed here. And then this area, so if I remove this one, now I remember what I had annotated. It was a double tap. We came down. We ran to this area responsible for this breakage. And then I was marking, let me maybe cancel this. Okay. So I saw this accumulation, manipulation. We hit this volume imbalance, which is always happened during London. It comes back for this tiny volume imbalances and then runs. And it did run, and it went above and close above this area responsible for this down move. And I'm sorry about the beeps. Maybe I can do it like this. Okay. So at that point, my senses for thought that this was I think something wishful, and I didn't take it, so I marked how I should have entered. This breakage was the order flow hint that actually the order flow had changed. So we went above here, and as a signal that the area responsible was broken, we would go back. Now there's always some manipulation during London, and in fact the manipulation was heavy, and we went down into the origin of the move. Here, there you go, you can see. I thought, yeah, look at this. This is an SBS, because in lower time frame you can see a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then when we came back down, I entered, and expecting that we will continue to the downside. And I expect so sort of a breakout, which no, breakouts are not good. So then it went up. So once it went up, I had a reset. I left the charts for a bit. I came back down, and it was around 4 a.m. Then I thought, okay, if we're reversing, 4 a.m. might be the moment we go. So it was 3:50, and I thought, hey, this becomes now a breaker. Or, it's a breaker. It's a breaker. So we're going to come. This is going to support price, and it should be an explosive move, which is what I wrote. And unfortunately, it wasn't. And before moving up, they had to do a lot of accumulation, final manipulation, and I had a stop of 15 points, and it did 16.75. So I took a loss for 2 points, and then at 10 minutes past 4, the actual move happened. So there was this manipulation happening here that could not close above here and create a valid low. Because of that, once I saw this huge wick, I waited for the retouch and entered. And so I had a fantastic, so I had the idea that we would come back at least up here, and this was a 50-point move. I trailed because I was in drawdown. I trailed too aggressively, and I only got 25 points. But this put me back almost break even for the day. Okay, so my London session ended after this. I was experimenting with, what if I had used the EMA? Would I have been stopped out? Then I would have been moved my stop to, I would be still in, move the stop here, I would have kept it. So if I use the EMA as a stop, I would have kept me in the trade. And then this morning I was doing some statistical analysis. What if you use ATR bands? What if you use ATR bands with a ratio of, we're only interested into the lower ones, and a ratio of 1.5, when would I be out of this trade? So as you can see, well, imagine we take a 1-to-1 and then trail. When was this actually breached? Here? Here, maybe? Here. Okay, so we would be out of this trade here. Okay, so instead of losing, so this is what I was experimenting. So I was done with trading, and that's what I was looking at. Experimenting with a better way to trail my trades, because it turns out I sometimes leave a lot of profits on the table, and I'm working on improving it. Okay, so that's what I was doing. Then my rule, given the results of the past first 2 months of the year trading, I decided to try not to trade the open. So I arrived at the charts late on purpose, and I was looking at the market structure, about the levels, and I always annotate the very first fair value gap after 931 or at 931 onwards. And I'm missing what I want to mark. It's not there anymore. And so, yeah, dealing range, take both sides, but at 931 we created an imbalance. We came down, closed below it, came down to up to retest it. It's easy. It's much easier to see this on the 15 seconds. Here we go back. Yeah, so we closed below it, came back to retest 50% of it. If I remove this, could not close above 50% of it. And as I was looking, I was thinking, okay, let's see, shall I click the button? How many points I stop? 30 points. Okay, how much do I need to enter? And by the time, because I arrived too late at the charts, and it's on me, I could not click short. And the target that I had was the one that I had marked, which was midnight. I had on this price, the midnight price. So my target was the midnight price, and I missed it. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Yo, look at this. Look what we missed. Ah, that's beauty. Okay, well. So now, fast forward. I told you I had marked from the beginning of this morning in 1:30 a.m. Even though I am in a different time zone, but that's what it is. I was here, and I marked something might happen around this area, right? So I wait, I see the open breaches the Asia low, comes here, and then runs up. The actual equilibrium for the previous day is here. I have no bias, but I consider that the first half hour trading can always be a huge manipulation. So what did I do? Yeah, so I started considering that I looked, I saw it, and then I said, okay, we'll only enter after news. At 10 is done. So it was news, week of the news. And then so when I came to was 10:20, I decided to wait again. And then basically I was looking at the chart from a different room on my phone, and I saw that we broke here, and I was like, I see the setup. The setup that I should have taken was this. The setup that I should take, I show you. So we let's say we hit an important level, the SNDR, the accumulation before breaking the previous high, and now we're reversing. So let's do it together. Okay, so we close above this level, right? Zone high. Okay, what's the area responsible for breaking above? This area, right? So we are here in this area responsible for breaking and possibly reversing, right? So we are closed above, then we come back to the origin once, try to continue, we can't. But at the same time, this starts to hold. It seems, let's see, it seems that it is really a protected level, like really protected, right? And what do? We do a sweep, and then we come down twice, can't do it. We do it 3 times, right? So there's a double bottom here, a liquidity sweep, plus a double bottom. You know how I call this one? I call this one the OP, double bottom, double bottom, double bottom. I call this the OP setup. Right? For people who will watch my videos, well, it's in honor of AFOP or NQ God, which you should go and follow on Twitter and Discord and YouTube. NQ God, Andres Osorio. Okay, so well, I arrived at, I missed this. This would have been the entry. I would have probably entered here and would have been buying a Lambo. All right, this would have been the entry. But sorry, I'm kidding. But I didn't. So what's the next best thing? Okay, finally after 10:20, 10:30, clarification of the market structure should be done. We are now officially bullish, right? So this is a big indication that now we should move up. So what I did, I marked this fractal SNDR. Yeah, why fractal? It's because it's just a single order block in a lower time frame. If we would go to the 1 second, that will be the SNDR, the area responsible for breaking this level. And I thought, because it was 10:25, 5 minutes to 10:30. 10:30, there's the clarification of the volatility after the first hour of trading gets clarified, and some moves sometimes happen really fast. So basically I saw this, and as soon as it touched here and I saw it coming back up, I entered. I set 15 points of stop. I saw that it was below here, and off we go. And in a blink, because it was 15-second candles, I saw it go up. Now, should I have held? So I moved it to break even quite relatively fast, like after a minute. And once it was here, I moved to break even. And then 30 points in a minute is good. You know, it's 600 euros, $600. And so I took it. So let me show you. Can I show you? Cut the screen and show you. So these were the last two trades I took. I can show you. There you go. Beautiful. These were the last win, and today, and you know, 889 to 919, $550, one micro, one mini. There you go. Okay, so that was my trade. Should have held for at least longer. Where targets that we can check what target would have made more sense. Okay, on this, I didn't at that time where I entered, I was like probably, you know, let it go, let it rip and trail, and we could double check where the trade would have worked with the two methods that I was exploring before, which was let me I move this. Okay, so let's see. So if I would have used the MA ribbon, okay, let's say I would have maybe moved it to 2R or left it here and like move the stop to 30 points would have been nice. All right, stop to 30 points, move the stop to 30 points, then trail. I would have been stopped at 30 points, right? If I use the EMA. Okay. Let's see if I would have used this thing I was exploring, which was the ATR bands, but we would have done it on the lower 1.5 style, only the short. When would we have cut it? No, this wouldn't work. Hey, here. This is it. This is where we would have cut it, right? So this is on the 15 seconds. So we would need to check on the 1 minute. But if you would have done it with the 15 seconds, this would have been, the cut would have been 62 points. So double the 4R instead of 2R. Okay. This is something I want to test more. I was doing some statistical analysis of all my trades and measure if some of these different trailing would have worked. This maybe right now did not make any sense, but what if we did it under 1 minute? Let's see. Yeah, this would be too much. This would be too much. I would never close the trade if it was like this. So what we would need to do it 1. Nah. Okay, I'm experimenting with this. This doesn't seem to make much sense. I've seen some of the results of the analysis of my, applied to the trades I took since the beginning of the year, and some results were encouraging. So I will keep at it and keep it posted. Okay, so this was a 30 points sort of trade I took, and I made $550 profit. So I'm done for the day. The actual trade was at 10:20 exactly, which is a typical time for when the setup shows up. So this would have been a gorgeous trade if I came to the charts earlier. Okay, this was just an excuse for me to the bust. Camera. 1 second. There you go. Okay. this was just an excuse for me to come and show you this new setup. Now there's double music. This video is a mess. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Where's the pirate? Oh, no, the pirate. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Absolutely nightmare of a video. I'm sorry about being confusionary. I want to show you this. See, 567. When we get to 1,000, I'll release the indicators. Like and subscribe if you got to this point, please. 25 minutes of rambling. 3 people will watch this. No, come on, at least 40. I appreciate you being here with me. And that's all I have for now. Hopefully better reviews of the setups and of the trading, and a little bit confusionary. I'm sorry, I was a bit rushed. I closed the day up 400 euros on the personal account. We'll see if anything else materializes later. Thank you. Ciao.